So I wanted to take a look on JHS's past, and I wanted to particularly look at the JHS Panther analog delay and play it against the flight delay and see how we've grown. I've got the flight delay in an analog mode because obviously the Panther is an analog delay. Qualities of analog delay: warmer repeats that degrade over time. One thing that's pretty cool about the Panther is that it has a built-in modulation. So the repeats, you can dial in modulation. So with the D stands for depth, and you've got the speed, so you can slow or speed up the modulation on the repeats, which is very cool. So in the red position, we've got the Panther. In the green, we've got the flight delay. Ooh, very crusty. So the flight delay definitely holds together a little bit more than the Panther. The way that the repeats degrade on the analog setting on the flight delay is a little less drastic than the Panther, obviously, as you can hear. It like really gets, which is cool. It's a cool sound, but you can even hear it's starting to like run away a little bit and start to pop. And you can hear that get darker over time on the flight delay. And if you really like that ultra dark sound, you can use the EQ on the repeats and make those repeats a lot darker. This definitely also doesn't run away nearly as quickly as the Panther. But it totally will, which is very cool. I love that runaway sound. That can be super useful and fun. But this will get... It's like galloping. The basic controls for the Panther Cub are obviously you've got feedback, mix, time, speed of the modulation, and depth of the modulation. And then this question mark one, I need to look that up. It does affect the time in some way. What's up, bro? You came in just in time. I'm filming in extras. Oh my gosh, you're here. This is perfect. What's this? What's the question knob? Yeah, do you remember what that does? It's something with time. Here. Ratio?
Yeah. Quarter, dotted eighth. Yeah.
Oh.
When we were doing the hand stamps, I didn't have an R.
Oh, so this is the chirp, right? Yeah. Chirp switch, and is down?
I haven't thought about this in like 10 years.
And then you turn it up and it's supposed to feed back.
Yeah.
Faster? Okay, that makes sense. So that's cool. So it does have a ratio like the little toggle here, except this is just like so much, like 1,000 million bajillion times easier to flip between your classic subdivisions on here.
For the ratio to be labeled, it bothered me that I couldn't do like...
Actually, yeah. Like, yeah, it's like you couldn't put like quarter. Yeah, that makes sense. The other cool thing that this had was effects loop, which was really cool. You could put a pedal in that effects loop. What's that one? This is weird. I'm actually expression. So you have expression with T. What was T? Tap. So tap, expression.
Out, send, return.
D.
What's crazy is all I know is the trauma of having to stamp all this.
Ugh.
Like making no money on this pedal.
Yeah.
This is sad when we don't remember.
I know.
You probably built that.
I probably did build that one. I'm going to throw an octave reverb in the effects loop. You got to turn it on, and then you have to turn that on. And then, let's see, I'll switch over here. That's so fun. I think that was such a interesting thing to have in this unit, despite all of its quirks. The flight delay as a whole is just so much more of a stable circuit. Everything works and it holds together and there's no weird question marks. Ultimately, this thing freaking does the job of what this should do as like an analog delay so well. I also just love how much control you have over things like the repeats on the flight delay. Being able to darken and brighten your repeats is such a cool feature. Then you can brighten them up. The next delay in our sort of history would be this version of the Panther Cub, which was obviously smaller, thus the name Panther Cub. But I'm going to play this one because this one actually works. This one says doesn't work on it. You can hear those repeats get darker for sure. Now, what's cool is we added an EQ on here so you can brighten those up, make them even darker and boomier sounding. You've got actual like subdivisions marked out on your ratio. So yeah, that's definitely an upgrade from the Panther. You can actually do the modulation on this one as well. There's just like a side toggle. So like right now it's off. You could switch that and have, you know, like slower or faster on there. So overall, you can definitely see some areas of improvement on it. You got your tap and expression on the side, definitely a smaller footprint, which is very helpful. After the Panther Cub, we've got the Lucky Cat, which was the pink Panther for a second. We don't talk about that. Then we did the Lucky Cat, which was our digital delay. It had a digital and tape setting, so you could flip between a tape voiced delay and a digital voice delay. So hopefully this works. This unit might be a little broken. Ooh, that's crispy. I'm gonna see if I can find a different unit. I think this one's broken. Yeah, there we go. That feels better. Oh, look, we actually changed the printing on these ones. We've got the different logos on the heel. We've got, oh, so this says on the side, instead of just digital and tape, this says digital clean vintage tape. Digital delays are much brighter and clear and crisp. Tape is also bright, but has a bit more of a, I don't know, like cooked quality about it. It degrades over time like analog delay does. Oh, and this is cool. I forgot. This has this mod switch. So it has 2 different modulations, which I think logically is kind of carrying from this idea of having this mod switch on the side with the more or less. Yeah, so it's just like more mod, less mod, off mod. Which you can see that idea carried over into the flight delay with, you know, chorus vibrato and the off switch, which is really cool. Put this guy in the digital mode so you can hear that. Super cool. It's really cool to hear these side by side. Yeah, it's great. This has a tape switch, which the flight delay doesn't. You can get tape-ish type sounds with this by messing with the EQ. But that sounds awesome. Especially add a little modulation. Very cool. After the Lucky Cat, we did the 3 series delay, which had digital and analog mode. And then after the 3 series delay, we did the flight delay. And it's kind of awesome to now have the flight delay, the oil can, the 3 series delay, and the tape delay all in our line, all very unique sounding delays. The flight delay is such a cool like culmination of years and years of like trial and error and taking sort of the sum of our experiences and putting them all together into this. I feel like there's some kind of life principle that could be taken away from this. Sometimes you got to make things and you just got to put them out, and then you got to let them be in the world and look at what you like about it and what you don't, and kind of take the things you like, leave the things you don't like, and keep building upon that. Being able to introduce the reverse effect into this unit is super cool because we don't have anything else besides this that offers reverse. That's it. Just want to take a little walk down memory lane and look at our past delays. So, tell your friends about JHS Extra. We're just hanging out over here doing random stuff that pops into our heads. Hit like, I guess, subscribe, comment. What else do you want to see? You want to see some more discontinued stuff? I can do that. Let me know.